yet. Good job.
We'll see what happens. All right, we're gonna switch gears. Bent rows now. So, grab your band, step on it, step on it. We're gonna do some rows, like so.
Here, give me my art, my flower pots.
See, that person's back. They weren't earlier. And I think because the internets had been dying. All right, here we go. So, go with this guy, all right? If you can step on a bigger one, by all means. But I'm gonna say go on the slightly lighter side. Then flip it over 1 foot, as we've done in the past. So see, I've got that extra, what did I do there? The extra loop, okay? I'm around my foot twice. Do the same thing on this side. So I've got a nice pair of circles. That's just gonna change the tension for some bent rows. I'm gonna get a whole bunch of reps like this. Once I really can't anymore, I'm gonna switch to 1. So we did a body weight rowing exercise. Now we're doing an open chain band pull. Similar movements, but I'd say they're different enough to warrant doing on a pull day. Now I've dropped one of them, and I'm continuing with just the bottom part of the band. And I'm just gonna try to get a whole bunch of those. Alice is over there doing the same thing as I. We gotta make up time here.
Holy moly.
It's too bad I don't have a yellow band. Aren't those the tiger colors? Yellow and purple?
Uh-huh. Oh, I can't.
No? Too much? You probably could have used the black one.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna switch here. So to do this 1-arm row, I've got the double around each foot. Then I'm in a bit of a lunge. So I've got my right leg a little farther forward, but I do bend both knees. Brace with this forearm. Grip both your bands and pull. And let's just do a whole bunch of these. You'll know you're doing it right if you look down at your foot and it resembles a barbarian sandal. Well, maybe not a barbarian, like those Roman sandals. Big gladiator. You know, gladiators were kind of fat. Do you know that, Alice?
Did.
I mean, if given that you did?
Young.
And what?
Young.
Yeah, probably. Fat absorbs cuts better. So if you're going to get stabbed, you're better off having a few layers of flub. Now, it still hurts like the dickens, but at least you haven't taken that blade into your muscles yet. Now, do I know if that's actually absolutely certain? No, I think I just saw that on like a History Channel thing. And I don't know what that's based on. Some writings or something, Cicero maybe, or like if they found armor and they just found like, why is it always so wide in the middle? Oh, these were gladiators. Armor heads, breastplates and whatnot. How you doing back there?
Great.
This thing is such a pain in the ass to assemble and reassemble, so let's just leave it on. Let's do another set. Ready? Last one of these. So I'm back to my right arm. So I'm leaning over onto my left. I'm in this squat and a bit of a lunge. Alice, change to the black. Atta girl. Same deal though, drop set. So do as many as you can, holding both sides of the band, and then you'll switch to just the one. And of the two, if you can manage it, take the bottom side of the band. Now, if you find it all goes to your forearm, that's not the end of the world. But do try to get that shoulder back and that elbow up and back. don't do that. You see how I'm kind of curling it up? Move that whole shoulder girdle. Oh, enough of that. How's the black?
Good.
One more round. And then your task will be to find a lighter band, TheraBand if you got it. So we have a long flat one of those that's going to work for this. But if you don't have one, you can use your smallest one of these continuous loop bands. But that's going to be exceptionally heavy. You'll see. Even with technical glitches, I think we're on pace for a short one. Plenty of work, but on the quicker side. Pull that shoulder back. Keep your neutral spine. You don't want to be rounded over. You don't want a big camel hump. You want a lifted chest, proud chest. Okay, I'm switching to the bottom band. Lord have mercy. Alice is back there rowing away. All right, 0 more of those. So I'm gonna go fetch a long TheraBand.
I'll get it.
I don't know if you know which one I mean.
Okay. I don't know which one he means.
You probably do.
Hope you guys had a nice day. I certainly have.
Oh. All right, so check it out. Not that that does anything, but I'm going to use the black one of these. Alice, why don't you use the yellow one?
Great.
It's a little on the light side, but you'll see why. Step on it, on the very end of it, with your left foot. However, it'll be anchored down. I got my heel on it. Then, lean way over, and you're going to be lifting in this V shape. Okay, so see that direction? Diagonal chop. Get to it. Nice high ones like that. And the plan is we're going to do a whole bunch of these, then go right into yet another row variation. Now you might find toward the bottom there's just not enough tension, so don't go to where it goes slack. There's really no point. Stop when it feels like it's just not enough work. So for me, that's right about at my right knee. And as you get toward the top, get that shoulder down and back. And when I say down, I don't mean toward the ground. I mean down your back. Think of shoulder blade pulling toward the other one and down your back. I'm going to do 2 more. All right, check it out. Now I'm going to do another row. I've got the center of the band. I'm going to put the 2 long ends under my foot, anchoring it, and yet another row, just like that. Nothing fancy. We've just done a whole bunch of rowing today, but this one is going to be a little sneaky tough because we tired out the rear delt and lower traps and mid traps with that previous exercise. All right, enough of that for me anyway. I'm gonna step on it now with my little right foot. How you doing over there? Good. That was enough work for the row?
Yeah.
I mean, it's light. That one's exceptionally light, the band she's got, so it's probably too much. Yeah, she's having to stand sort of.
It's fine.
Yeah,
It's great.
it gets the job. Think of shoulder blade down and back. Think of, I don't always like to say the word posture, I find is too loaded. And it also has, for back of a letter word, too many puritanical connotations. Quick summary of some of the evidence of posture. There is not concrete evidence to say bad, quote unquote, bad posture is unhealthy. So that person telling you don't slouch, maybe they're well intentioned, but there isn't a ton of data to back that up. Sure, aesthetically, just a reminder now, I'm grabbing the center. I'm going to stand on the ends. Aesthetically, you can make a strong case for standing up straight, right? Slouchy posture is just, this is subjective, but most would say unappealing, unattractive. But as far as like outcomes down the road, low back, shoulder, neck, they don't have hard data showing that there's a causal relationship. And so for that reason, what is that?
What about kyphosis?
Well,
Are
kyphosis,
related to posture?
yes and sort of. So the kyphosis just describes the rounding of your upper back. It doesn't mean extra kyphosis. That would be a hyperkyphosis. So here's the lordosis, then kyphosis is your thoracic spine, and then cervical spine is another lordosis. Hyperkyphosis would be this. So she's right that that's what they're talking about. And we see it and we say, oh, that's bad. We don't have good evidence to say it's bad. Common sense says it's quote unquote bad, but sometimes you gotta still wait for that. I mean, hydroxychloroquine was touted without evidence, and now we got some and we're dumping it down the drain.
I don't know. Watching those people with hyperkyphosis walk down New York and almost fall or actually fall doesn't seem like the best, but
Well, did they fall because they couldn't, like, I mean, there's other things going on where somebody might be 90 years old and maybe has Parkinson's. And I'm not telling people intentionally go around your back. Long story short, the reason I got on this monologue is exercises like this last one are good for posture. But then I don't always like to say the word posture. So we'll say shoulders back. We'll say mobility and availability of the shoulder joint. But as far as training posture, there's also a ton of evidence that no matter how much you quote unquote train posture, it just goes right back to its normal resting length. Okay, where are we? We did both sides once, right? If you have iron in your home, find it, lift it. We're gonna do curls. My sweaty ass palms ain't gonna like this. We're gonna trade.
oh,
We're gonna trade. I'm gonna do this, then you'll get it. And then
I don't know if I can do curls with that.
you can swing it. So here's the deal. We have no choice but to swing this a little bit to do curls. I might get like one or two strict, and then I'm gonna have to start using some little bit of swing. And that's just because this is our only dumbbell, kettlebell rather, or dumbbell. We don't have dumbbells either. What kind of home gym doesn't have dumbbells? Yeah, I know. I didn't know that there was gonna be a pandemic. Well, we kind of did. I just didn't, buy any dumbbells. So, as you can see, I'm starting to swing it more. No shame in the swing game. So I'm basically just doing max reps, and then Alice is gonna go. And really, if you have to really get it going, by all means, do your thing. Okay, Al's turn. If you don't have that, if you only have bands, I would say
Gosh,
curl them.
I just don't even know if I could do one of these.
Swing it, baby cakes. Baby cakes. Do I call you baby cakes?
No.
However you want to loop this. Oh gosh, it hurt. Let's see. Yeah, that's cool, man. As long as you are feeling those biceps. In fact, even if you ain't feeling those biceps. Good. So we're gonna do this, then the other arm, once, and then we're back to the kitchen for one and one only set of max chins. Alice is gonna do negs, I'm gonna do reg.
I'm not doing max. I'm doing the limit that we set. Cool.
Oh, yeah, that's fine, 5. She's doing 5. Good. Good curling, man. If you go bowling, it's like a bowling move. Picture that. Picture that swing back, arm extension and deflection. Thank you. All right. Here I go. do you think time it is? What did I just say? Did I say, what do you think time it is?
Yeah.
I wasn't doing shtick there. I think that's really how I meant to say that. What? Salud.
Excuse me. 6:41.
6:41. Making good job. I always say that, don't I? You ready? I'm gonna throw it to you.
Yeah, man.
Thanks.
Throw it to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna toss it over my shoulder. Okay, last one. Here we go. All right. While she's doing that, we're gonna swing past her. You stay right there. Okay. If you have a chin-up bar, get it. If you don't have a chin-up bar, hopefully you've got your TRX in the wall, in the door. If you don't have either, I think you're done. You don't have to do anything else. There we go. Okay. She's still going. Good for her. There. I'm going to recover for a moment because my left bicep is still yelling at me. It's still swole, pumped. She made it. All right, good enough. Recovered enough-ish. One more. Okay, I am ready.
Good job, man. Really good job.
I think 12 is the number. Ow! We could have maybe swung for a few more. I wasn't in the mood to swing.
Good job.
All right, Alice is gonna do her Cinco. She almost done. I am done. And you at home may be done as well. I don't know. Tune in. I don't know. Tomorrow. I am not kidding when I say I'm still sore from running the other day. Nice. Really good. You didn't hear me? So potentially tomorrow is another leg day. Yeah. It is highly dependent on if I wake up. I'm fine with still being a little sore. Not as sore as I was today. I have not used muscles that intensely that way in a while. So therefore, remember the biggest cause of soreness, novelty, not intensity, not volume, not eccentric versus concentric. All those things are factors, but the thing that we know gets us the most sore is newness. What's so bad about the coronavirus? It's a novel coronavirus. It's new. So we ain't got no antibodies. Go out. All right, I'm gonna sign off. You've all been good sports. I'm sorry about the technical glitches. Who knows? Who knows what done caused that?